This month is gearing up to be one of the hardest months ever, not just in my business, but also in my life. So I'm $80,000 short of my business goal for the year, but also I'll be spending pretty much the entire month at a cancer hospital. Now, not for myself, but for one of my family members, and we leave in 2 days and we'll be there for maybe a month. They tell us to not make too many plans to be home by Christmas. And so with just those two things on my plate, it would be more than enough. But I've decided to make it a little bit harder by doing Vlogmas this month. So what are these goals that I'm trying to reach? Well, first and foremost, 5 months ago in July, I wrote this goal to 10x my YouTube growth agency before the end of 2023. And if you look at the sales around that part of the year, I was making right around $10,000 a month. And the next month we had a dip, but that's because I was so focused on building systems to be able to 10x. And then we had this jump and I was so excited because we went from 10,000 to like 6,000 all the way up to 20,000. But as you can see, the last couple months, we've been stuck at that 20,000 mark. Now, I'm not complaining. I'm so grateful to get to run this business. But one, that's not all profit. And part of the problem is my profit margin right now is really low. So one, I need to get my profit margin up so that this can be a sustainable business. But then two, I really only 2x'd when I said that I wanted to 10x. I wanted to get to $100,000 a month in this business, and I'm at 20. So am I gonna make up the rest of that $80,000 this month? I don't know, but I need to figure something out to break through this $20,000 plateau that we've hit. If you're not sure what Vlogmas is, it's the idea that up until Christmas or maybe even up until New Year's, lots of creators on YouTube are going to be vlogging every single day or as much as is possible. The same way I did when starting my real estate journey, I want to pull the curtain back for you guys on this business building journey, how I'm still managing my rental portfolio, and show you what's actually going on. Not only is today the last work day that I actually have here before we go to the cancer center, it's also the first Friday of the month, which means it's the all hands team meeting for the agency. Usually I only meet with the leadership team, which is myself, the support staff, and the YouTube strategists. But once a month, we do a big all hands team meeting that includes the production team, the editors, the thumbnail designers, the writers, etc. So that's about to happen, and I'll show you the things that we're going to go over. But also, I've got a rental property going on the market today, and so there's going to be a ton of stuff that I have to do for that and communicate with the real estate agent for. And oh yeah, I have a pickleball tournament with my dad later today. It's about an hour and a half away, and so I'm going to have to wrap up my last work day even a little bit early so that I can go to the tournament. I think we're going to do great, but we'll just both have to wait and see. So what are the things that we cover in our all hand team meetings? So we have kickoff items. So we're going to welcome some new team members. We're going to go through our values, and our 3 values are high quality content, client focused service, and then always be learning. Some of the ways that we try to do those and emphasize those things are that we always give celebrations. We have a Slack celebration channel. So whenever somebody just does a really good job on an edit or a thumbnail or whatever it might be, or helps out a team member, they get celebrated publicly, which is awesome. And then we also have a learning Slack channel where whenever somebody figures out how to do a new type of graphic or they learn something about YouTube success, they share it there. And so people are just constantly learning from each other. We have a referral competition going. So as we get more clients, we need more editors, thumbnail designers, etc. And so we have this document where people can refer a potential team member. So if they share this form and the person gets hired, we'll give the person who was hired $100, but we'll also give the person who referred them $100. So we've got that competition going until the end of the month, and Mo and Funke are in the lead for that. So just give them that reminder. And then we have this production team tracker. So I run this entire business through Notion. It's our project management. So all of the editors can see what items are in their queue, when they're due, how urgent they are, for which client they are, and who the support person is that they should contact if they need help with those items. So that wasn't up and running last team meeting, so I'll introduce that to the team this time. We're going to do an activity where we make editing best practices documents. So just kind of putting everybody's heads together. And then the team will also be making introduction videos where they basically just record a quick loom so that when they are added onto a new client's account, we can send that client the introduction video of here are your editors and, you know, their favorite food, where they're from, whatever. And then after the all hands team meeting, the production team leaves, and that should really only be about a 30-minute meeting. And then the leadership team has like a 15 to 30-minute meeting as well. And we go over things that are just a little bit more specific that don't need everybody there. Still feels crazy to be running a whole team. I guess it's one of those days. I just came outside in my indoor Crocs. Okay, if this is how this month is gonna go, we are off to an interesting start. I got the right shoes on, and I just made 2 almond butter and jelly sandwiches. And I was so ready to smack on one right now and then take one with me to the pickleball tournament. I took that first bite. Those are my last 4 pieces of bread, by the way. My last 4 pieces of bread. I took a bite, and I think it's the almond butter. Something in there was bad. I don't know if it was expired or what. I didn't even know almond butter could expire like that. It's not that old. But now I'm out of, but I can't eat it. I don't want to get sick. I cannot afford that with everything I have happening in the next couple of days. And I can't afford that going into this pickleball tournament. So now I have to go get more almond butter and also get more bread and make it to my parents' house in about 20 minutes in order to head out and go to this tournament. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this issue with our files. So someone went in and deleted pretty much all of our client files from Frame.io. And we were able to recover them, but obviously we need to figure out who's deleting them. But right now, the team all uses one login because we don't want to have to pay for a million different seats when all the editors can just log in to one. We changed the password after the first deletion 3 days ago, and we gave it to a limited number of editors. We gave it to like 7 of the 20 editors, and everything got deleted again this morning. And so now it's got to be one of those 7 editors, 5 or 6 of whom I really trust, and I really doubt it was them. And one of those editors that I am not too sure about, I just straight up asked him, and I'll put the screenshot on the screen, but he basically said that there's somebody on his team who he works with that helps him edit, which is not great because we really want to be working with the one editor directly. He's the only person I have right now who has a setup like that. But he said that one person he works with might have done it. That guy has deleted some files from him before. But then when I asked him if he was given the new password just 3 days ago, he said no. I don't know if I believe him. I don't know what's what, but that's something we're gonna have to figure out. Because even though we were able to recover the files, that might not always be the case. And yeah, can't have that. The other thing I realized is that, I know it sounds like I'm just complaining, but I'm just trying to give y'all a glimpse into the things on my mind and on my plate every day. But in order to keep vlogging, I'm gonna need to get another camera battery because I had 3, somehow I lost 2, and so I only have 1, and this camera battery isn't great. So we're gonna run by Best Buy, get that, and I still need to email the real estate agent because she has some people who are interested in the rental property that went up for sale this morning that are asking questions. So I need to get her those answers so we can hopefully get some offers. Why am I selling one of the rental properties? Well, I'm putting it on the market right now because prices are still inflated in my area. And even though interest rates are high, buying really hasn't slowed down, especially from investors. And so this is one of my duplexes that I'm thinking about selling. It appreciated a lot over the last couple of years. And if I can cash out right now where I'm at, then I'd be really happy with that return. And I'd probably roll that into another purchase. And yeah, there's a lot of people who kind of have their year-end money. They might have some 1031 exchange money that they're trying to get put into a property. So I'm not committed to selling them, but I put this one, and I'm gonna put one other one on the market in a couple of days, see what offers I get. If I get the number I want, then cool. If not, then I'll keep them. And I'm hungry because I couldn't eat my sandwich. All right, it's been a long time since I've vlogged, so it's gonna be a little awkward carrying this camera, but let's go see if we can find these batteries. Hello. Hi. How How you doing? I am looking for Sony camera batteries.
Those should be back for the blue camera sign. There's about
Cool.
$3 worth of stuff back.
Thank you. No. They have almost no batteries. This is a charger, but I have a charger. I just need more batteries. See if there's any more somewhere else. Nope. Dang. All right, no luck. So I don't have a ton of time. Yeah. I'm just gonna go to my parents' house and hope my mama has some bread and then get something to eat and get on the road for this tournament. So it's been a long time since I've vlogged, and also I'm just not a filmmaker. I enjoy doing YouTube, but I don't have any background in filmmaking or making things look cinematic. Everything I've learned, I've kind of learned as I've gone. So I've been watching some vlogs lately to just to see how this Vlogmas, I can try to make my own better. I feel like it'll be an interesting creative challenge, learning something new, and I'm not gonna put too much pressure on it, but hopefully by the end of the month, after 20, 30 videos, I'll see some improvement. I'll try out some different things and maybe you guys will notice too.
Hey, can I come back in 5 minutes?
No, I have to go in 5 minutes. But the one thing I'll say is also like retrieving lobs. My mom fell on one of those, so add that in there.
All right, it's happening. Today, let's talk about how to film yourself. Whether you are an aspiring filmmaker, content creator, or just generally want to document your life better, knowing how to film yourself can be one of the best skills that you can acquire.
I don't know why, but I always clean up my car at my parents' house. What do you do? Ready to play? I'm vlogging today. You got your paddle in your hand? You're hilarious. All right, let's rock. I just gotta make a sandwich. I'm so hungry.
So what?
Hungry. I don't remember. Got the bread. We made it. I'm so glad this tournament isn't outside because it is cold. Say hi, everyone. All right, we made it and we're about to get started. I feel like one of the biggest things for me this month is going to be balancing work and the big goals that I'm trying to achieve, balancing the stress of what my family is dealing with right now, and balancing trying to have fun and like add some levity and enjoyment to life as well. And that's definitely what this is gonna be. I'm super grateful to get the chance to play with my dad. And we've got somebody coming in to look at the camera. And you guys good? And yeah, I'm super grateful. Like when I was playing basketball, I never imagined that 5 years after my basketball career ended, me and my dad would be competing in a sport together. So this is super excited. I gotta go put on my matching shirt to match him, and I guess we'll find out together how this thing ends. I'll see you guys tomorrow, which is going to be a completely different day where I've got to get everything set to actually run my business on the road since I won't be back home all month. But for today, we're playing pickleball, we're having fun, and hopefully we're winning some games.